The night was coming on, and it was cold, the shepherd said, and I was terribly hungry. I'd finished all the bread I had in my sack, and my gut still ached for more. Then I noticed my friend, a shepherd like me, about to throw away a crust he didn't want. So I said, "Throw the crust to me, friend." And he did throw it to me, but it landed between us in the mud where the sheep had mucked it up. But I grabbed it anyway, and I stuffed it, mud and all, into my mouth. And as I was eating it, I suddenly saw myself. It was as if I was not only a man eating, but a man watching the man eating. And I thought, this is who I am. I'm a man who eats muddy bread. And I thought, the bread is very good. And I thought, and the mud is very good too. So I opened my muddy man's mouth full of bread, and I yelled to my friends, "By God, it's good, brothers!" And they thought I was a terrible fool, but they saw what I meant. We saw everything that night. Everything. Can I make you understand, I wonder, have you ever had this happen to you? You've been working hard all day, you're dog-tired, bone-tired, so you call it quits for a while. You slump down under a tree or against a rock or something, and you just sit there in a daze for half an hour or a million years. I don't know. And all this time your eyes are wide open, looking straight ahead someplace, but they're so tired and glassy they don't see a thing. Nothing. You could be dead for all you knows. Then, little by little, you begin to come to. Then your eyes begin to come to. And all of a sudden you find out you've been looking at something the whole time, except it's only now that you really see it. One of the ewe lambs, maybe, with its foot caught under a rock, or the moon scorching a hole through the clouds. It was there all the time, and you were looking at it all the time, but you didn't see it until just now. Have you ever had that happen? That's how it was this night anyway. Like finally coming to. Not things coming out of nowhere that had never been there before, but things just coming into focus that had been there always. And such things. The air wasn't just emptiness anymore. It was alive. Brightness everywhere, dipping and wheeling like a flock of birds. And what you always thought was silence stopped being silent and turned into the beating of wings. Thousands and thousands of them. Only not just wings, but voices, high and wild like trumpets. The words I could never remember later, but something like what I'd yelled with my mouth full of bread. By God, it's good, brothers. The crust, the mud, everything, everything. Oh well. If you think we were out of our minds, of course you're right. And do you know, it was just like being out of jail. I can see us still. The squint-eyed one who always complained of sore feet, and the little sawed-off one who could outcuss a Roman. The young one who blushed like a girl. We all tore off across that muddy field like drunks at a fair. And drunk we were, crazy drunk, splashing through a sea of wings and moonlight and the silvery wool of the sheep. Was it night? Was it day? Did our feet even touch the ground? Shh, you'll wake up my guest, said the innkeeper we met coming in the other direction with his arms full of wood. And then we got to the shed out back, and one of the three foreigners who were there held a finger to his lips. At the eye of the storm, you know there's no wind. Nothing moves. Nothing breathes. Even the silence keeps silent. So hush now, hush. There he is. Do you see him? Do you see him? By Almighty God, brothers, open your eyes and listen.